Hello there everyone, today I'll be explaining each survivor in first second, not including the end ones. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the noob has 3 abilities. One of them is the blocks cola, which he can just drink at any time he wants, and grant yourself speed 1 for 10 seconds. Block skulls can also be found on the map, so just 1 extra. For example, one tip with noob, you can just drink 1 block skull from your inventory and then drink the ability itself, giving you a double speed boost. Kind of an interesting thing. Okay, next is the Slate Skin potion. This potion grants you 80 shield, which practically makes you immortal for about 4 seconds. Next ability is the Ghost Burger. Again, noob is based on, not based, but really good at last man standing, and this is an ability that's really good in it. So you just pop it in last man standing, and you can just become invisible, which doesn't let the killer know where are you. Okay, so let's move on to Shadlitsky. He has 2 abilities. One of them is the slash that does 30 damage and has a cooldown of 38 seconds. You'll be able to use it quite a lot, but you have to land your slash or else you are cooked against a killer. Next is fried chicken. I have full health right now, but it heals a lot, around 45 HP I think, which is insane. I don't remember how exactly, maybe 30, but it's still really good. You should save it up until you have about 60 HP. At this HP you can heal to full health, so it's really good. Has a really long cooldown, so use it wisely, and you all have to. Okay, so that's basically Streletsky. He is very good. Next is Elliot, and he has 2 abilities. One of them is the pizza throw, where he can throw a pizza slice to any survivor on the map. Do note, this is a cooldown disabled. The cooldown is 20 seconds I think. Anyway, use it only on low HP survivors, the one who is the lowest. Use it wisely, because if you're one elite and a lot of teammates are low, you should probably focus on the one who has the lowest HP. Okay, so next is Rush Hour. Gives elite speed 3 for 3 seconds. It's insane to get out of a chase, especially we know that elites can get targeted because they heal a lot of HP, and the killer probably doesn't want that. Anyway, next on the list is BEGGINERS. You should always place the dispenser before the sentry because it gives you a lot more space to work with. For example, I place the dispenser, and now I can play the sentry in here, giving me a very close gap between these two, and it helps deal with the killer a lot easier. The sentry just shoots the killer, giving slowness, and the dispenser heals 1 HP per second. Both really good, both really tactical. You can use it to distract the killer or just slow him down. So now it's time for 007 and 7. He has 3 abilities. First is a clone, which is connected to the third floor, called Inject. So I'll just show you. Inject makes your clone move in a specific form or way. For example, Pathfind is the clone trying to find the most optimal path to the first spawn. So you should use it to make if you're, for example, you're running to the spawn and the killer is behind you, you can use the clone to make it the most realistic, as you're still running in the same direction as the furthest spawn. So use it like this, and mostly when you're hiding. It's just the most realistic way of showing that it is you. The second one is the cursor, which it will follow your mouse. I mean, this is more realistic, but it definitely takes a lot more skill. I'm not an 07 main, so I'm just, yeah. Anyway, yeah, the clone lasts for 10 seconds and just becomes a ragdoll after this. The third one is the just aimless, just runs aimlessly, not really doing anything. It's probably the worst thing to use. Anyway, cool GUI just teleports you to the furthest spawn. It's really good in last man standing, which you can just teleport away from the killer, and just really good. Anyway, let's move on. Next is 2-time, and this one will be a hard one to explain. He originally spawns with 8 HP, but because I'm in the private server, he got 110, which is how I'm going to explain it a little bit later. Anyway, his first ability is the dagger. He can use the dagger to just do a normal stab and a backstab. A backstab, as you can say from the name, is just stabbing the killer from behind, and it gives the killer stun for 10 seconds. Two-time can lifesteal, and the normal stab can give you 10 HP, and the backstab 20 HP, so just know. Next ability is the crouch. I think it did work in the private server because there's no killer. Anyway, it will make a crouch, give it visibility and undetectability, like the noob's ghost burger. And you can use it also in last man standing to just bait the killer. And there's the ritual that I can't place down because I already died. Died because I'm in the private server. And this makes 2-time if he hits 2 backstab or 3 normal stabs, respawn in there with a certain amount of HP, which is if you did do your if you survive till last man standing, you will get 110 HP. If you didn't and you died in the middle of the chase and you weren't the last survivor, you will just spawn with 40 HP, weakness, and speed. Also, 2-time gets a detectability. Like, he will get highlighted if he dies, so just know you should probably use the crouch like before dying. So let's move on. 2-time was pretty hard to explain, but I'm pretty sure the next one will be even harder. Next is guest 1337, which I'm a guest main, so you'll be hearing a lot of stuff right now. First, his first ability is the block. Anyway, now he has 115 HP, which is really good. He has the first ability block, which if you land your block and the killer using an ability that is blockable, you will just be granted a punch, which if you land your block and the killer just punch you, it does anything on you and you do land your block, you will get a punch, which you can make or do a normal punch like this if you don't use the punch immediately, or if you do use the punch immediately, it will become a parry, which stuns the killer for longer and does more HP, which is 35, and the normal punch is just 20 HP. The second ability is the charge. It just lets the guest charge forward for about 2 seconds, and if you land into the killer, you will get resistance 5 for exactly a second. You can use it for some tactics, but I would recommend that if you're like really low, you can just gamble and use the chances. but not recommended most of the times, but you can use it if you're skilled enough. All of these abilities sort of connect to each other, like for example the block and the punch. So yeah, that's guessed. Hope you understood my yapping. Okay, so next is tap. His abilities are pretty simple, but they are very annoying to face against when you're a killer. First is a tripwire. Just place it sort of like this in the areas that the killer could walk in. And if the killer steps in it, he gets highlighted and slowed for about 3 seconds. Like somewhere like this. And then next ability is a subspace trip mine. He throws a trip mine, and if the killer taps on it, it gets subspaced, and the screen moves a little bit, so it can really. For example, I'm running. The subspace will make me like turn left, and it will throw me out guard and just let the survivor escape. So that's basically tap. And also the bombs explode I don't know how much time it takes for the bomb to explode. Yeah, like it gets ready to explode. And how about like this? Okay, let's move on. Next is Dusukar, and he has 2 abilities. First is the spawn protection, but I can't really show it because I'm in a private server and there are no people to put spawn protection on. But I can use the plasma beam that lets me fire beam that if hit a survival will hit if hit a survival it will grant him speed 1 I think for 3 seconds or 4, and if hit a killer slowness for 5 seconds. You can use this to hit the survivor and the killer at the same time, and it will let the survivor escape a lot more easily, and the killer will probably target you, so be careful. Next, and the last survivor we have is Chance. He has 4 abilities. One is a coin flip, which can give or weakness or charge for a shot, and a reroll, which I'll explain what it does in a minute. Okay, so coin flip, yeah, gives weakness or a charge for each one of these abilities. Okay, so one shot shoots a gun, dealing 50 damage and stunning the killer from 1 second to 3 because everything chances is luck. And it wastes all of your charges. Next, and also if the lower charges you have, the more chance it has to the gun has to explode or not do anything. For example, if one shot, I think it's like a 50-50 to if the gun shoots, 25% that it does nothing, and 25% that it just explodes. I remember it very well. I haven't looked it up. I should probably do that. Okay, next is reroll, which just gives you a random amount of HP between I think 60 and 120. And for example, here it gave me 99 HP. And next ability is the hat fix, which I need to gamble a little bit to get it. You need 3 charges in total to get this ability. Come on, it's a 50-50, not that hard. Come on, yes, fine. Okay, so the hat fix, if I activate it, it just removes all the weakness. If I get weakness, you'll know that it's back to weakness 1. So that's about it. If you understand, if you now can play Forsaken more easily, which you probably don't because I explained some survivors very poorly, subscribe and hit the like button, and bye. See you later.